In the hotly contested race for governor, Governor Malloy says the economy is right on track.
But Republican challenger Tom Foley says it's off the tracks, and the governor's using something he calls Malloy Math. So who's right? Chief political correspondent Mark Davis has been looking for some answers in this. He joins us live tonight. Well, what do you think, Mark?
Hi, and Keith, good evening, everyone from the Hartford newsroom. You know, one of Connecticut's most famous residents, Mark Twain, said, "There are lies, damn lies, and statistics."
Governor Malloy says his leadership has put the state on the right course for economic growth. Republican Tom Foley says Malloy is in a dream world and that the state has seen less than 1% growth since he's been in office. So who's right? Pete Gioia is one of the state's most respected economists.
What we're seeing right now, again, is growth, but only at about half the rate that we normally grow at. We're growing roughly around 1%. We normally grow about 2% a year.
So on this argument, Foley appears to be right. But what about when Malloy says his administration has helped to create 60,000 jobs since the recession? On this point, Malloy appears to be right.
We've recovered about 60% of the jobs that we lost during the recession.
But Foley counters that the state lost 3,600 jobs last month.
We have seen, with the exception of 1 month, growth every month this year in terms of jobs.
Then there's the issue of that projected state deficit that Tom Foley brings up. As of tonight, the state controller says the books are balanced with a modest surplus. The state's nonpartisan numbers crunchers say 2016 will see big red ink.
The assumptions that are baked into that lead to a deficit, but when you factor in the reality, that number goes away. That deficit number goes away pretty quickly.
The state controller says the projection assumes no growth in revenue and spending increases of 7 to 8%, and that Malloy's actual spending increases so far have been in the 2 to 4% range.
What would you say to someone who thinks, well, he's a Democrat, he's on the ticket with the governor for re-election, that you're just trying to make Malloy look good?
Look, I think I've spent the last 4 years trying to speak the truth as I see it, and that means the governor and I don't always agree. But on this, we do.
And it is quite true that Limbo and the governor have not always seen eye to eye on budget matters or the numbers. Live from the Hartford newsroom, Mark Davis, News 8.